Drittes Achtelfinale. Er ist die aktuelle Nummer 57 der Welt, 26 Jahre alt, kommt aus den Niederlanden, hat 2 BDO-WM-Halbfinals gespielt und versucht jetzt hier und heute zum allerersten Mal das Viertelfinale auf der European Tour zu schaffen. Wir drücken ihm die Daumen, dem Double-Decker Jan Dekker. Jan Dekker nimmt es auf mit dem Weltranglisten 12. Er ist der Topspieler Belgiens, hat einige Pro-Tour-Turniere gewinnen können, auch 2 Events auf der European Tour. Vor 2 Jahren zum Beispiel setzte er sich hier im Glaspalast durch. Aus Antwerpen, the Hurricane K.Huybrechts.
Flying across the country, flattering your big suit, baby.
Caller dieser dritten Partie ist the Puppy, George Noble.
Well, we've got one quarter-final set up already at the Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix. Joe Cullen will face Jelle Klaassen in our opening match of this evening's session. The attention now turns to the other quarter of the draw in that half. We've got 4 different nationalities represented in it. Darrell Gurney, the Northern Irishman, takes on the Scotsman Peter Wright in our next game. But right now, it's Belgium's top player, K.Huybrechts, against Jan Dekker, who is playing the best darts of his PDC career right now. A quite frankly eyebrow-raising 108 average from Double Dekker in his opening round win against James Wilson. Then he knocked out a former European Tour champion Alan Norris in a deciding leg in the second round, and his finishing has been outstanding this weekend. Hit 2/3 of his darts at double against Wilson, hit 3/4 of his darts at double against Alan Norris, and if he continues to check out in that vein today, he has a very realistic chance of not only beating K.Huybrechts, but maybe going even further in this tournament. However, K.Huybrechts has won this title before.
Row first. Game on.
Former champion here at the European Darts Grand Prix, K.Huybrechts. I'm Dan Dawson. Paul Nicholson, his old rival, talking us through it as well. And Kim, as he made his way to the stage, did single out Paul and say something nice about me.
Says it every time now. It's becoming a bit of a habit.
Have you got anything nice to say?
Save it for later.
140.
We'll save it for later, because great things are about to happen in the next 25 minutes, hopefully. But Jan Dekker, yeah, great finishing this week.
140.
70% in change. That's pretty useful. And if K.Huybrechts is going to win this match, I think he's got to deny Dekker chances at doubles. That's pretty much the crux of it for me.
96.
Well, he managed to deny Max Hopp many chances in his opening game yesterday. K.Huybrechts, the number 7 seed. You can see that number next to his name on the scoreboard there. Jan Dekker doesn't have one, because he is one of the unseeded players who had to not only play in the first round on Friday,
95.
but come through the qualifiers to get here. Both men down to a finish after 3 visits to the board, and K.Huybrechts could take this out, but won't.
97, and you require 170.
What better way to announce yourself into a match than a 170 checkout? Well, just died a death in the air, really. But this 64 would be under pressure if he hits a treble 19.
58. Kim, you require 64.
And Kim's in the favoured part of the board for himself, which is down in the 16 area. Double 16, he's favourite.
Game short to the
That's
first
why.
K.Huybrechts.
Nice steady 15 dart leg to start this match off for the holder throw.
Yeah, nice way to settle yourself in, isn't it? Taking out 64. First dart at double. For a 15 darter.
139.
And get your campaign on the final day of the European Tour underway. The European Tour favourite for K.Huybrechts. Kim has
97.
said that he actually enjoys these tournaments more than any other. And I think he includes the major ones in those. And why wouldn't you? Because Kim's won a couple of them. One here at the Glaspalast. That was his second Euro Tour title. But he also won the Dutch Darts Masters. That was when it was held in Veldhoven, near Eindhoven.
100.
Well, these events are a little bit easier on you. It's a little bit easier for travel for some of these guys as well. I mean, people like Michael van Gerwen and Jan Dekker and K.Huybrechts haven't got to fly as far, or sometimes they can drive instead of going to England the majority of the time for Pro Tour events. Plus, you play less games in a weekend. Pro Tours
100.
or Players Championship
You require
events,
88.
you could play up to 10, 11 games in 2 days. Here, you could play 5 and win it.
More money on offer as well, 25 grand to the winner. Win both Pro Tours, you only pick up 20 grand. I say only.
Only 20,000.
42.
I think it's about half of Ian Poulter's watch.
Well, Jan
94.
Dekker, who has been
You
deadly on
require
the doubles,
46.
double decker this weekend, is going to get 2 at double 16. And he only needs the one. Flawless finishing from these two so far.
Well, we said before the match started, didn't we? Kim has got to deny Jan Dekker shots at doubles. He did in the first leg. He won the leg.
140.
I think the scoring from Kim dictates this match. Jan gets a double, I think he wins. Because at the moment, he's just not missing them.
No, he's always been
59.
very dangerous. Jan Dekker, when it comes to checking out. Built up a reputation for that in the BDO. 2-time
93.
Lakeside semi-finalist. Won 10 BDO titles in all. He does have 4 Challenge Tour titles in the PDC, but he's never really threatened to go and win a senior ranking title until
58.
this last week, where he made a semi-final in Wigan on the Saturday, 8 days ago. He'd never even been to a quarter-final before that.
100.
And if he were to overcome K.Huybrechts here, it'd be a first appearance in the quarterfinals on the European Tour, because twice before he's reached this stage, and he's already done better than those 2 times because he lost them both 6-0.
39.
Admittedly, one was to Benito van der Pas, who we've seen the kind of darts he can throw, and one was to Gary Anderson, one of the greatest players ever to have lived.
80.
It's all going on throw right now. It's kind of ominous.
$97. You require 88.
Kim's got 88, so treble 20 will lead double 14. Looking to polish it off pretty quick. 2 sevens.
74. And you
A bit tricky
require
down in that corner when you
48.
start having doubles that might require a single if you split it. But another one of them. Hold on a minute. Oh, have a look at that, will you? Don't leave him a double, because he's going to hit it. That was slightly unconventional. I'll tell you what, very effective.
My word. Jan Dekker.
Again to throw.
He already hit the highest checkout of the weekend with 160. But he has just taken out 148, and he continues to hit almost every double he leaves.
139.
We said that if he could finish in the way that he has been doing so far this weekend, it will give him a chance. Look at that. 2 for 2 so far, but 14 out of 19. 74%. It's not only world class, it's elite world class.
134.
He seems to be warming up on the scoring as well. He's definitely found his range on treble 19.
Well,
58.
He's got something to think about now.
He really does. I know that Jan Dekker, look at that first 9 average.
81.
It's good at the minute. It's been around 100 for the whole weekend so far, and I'm not even sure if you can win one of these titles if you're not averaging more than 100 in your first 9 darts. You're not going to get that many chances, but if you're taking pretty much every chance that you get, Jan Dekker might be able to. And he's going to get chances in this leg to open up a 2-leg cushion on the number 7 seed.
Kim's going to have to go into this treble 20 a lot now.
140, and you require 50.
This leg could be over. Is he going to be perfect on double 16 again? That might be awkward, you know. The flight will be covering the double 8. Oh, swerved it around. Great shot. Lethal on doubles yet again.
Well, Jan Dekker is producing
140.
something very, very special this weekend. 10 BDO titles, as I said, never really threatened until these last few days to go and win a
59.
senior PDC one. Never been in a quarter-final of one of these European Tour events. He hasn't even qualified for that many. And when he has reached this stage of the tournament, he has got battered
100.
by somebody.
Well, there have been signs this season, haven't there? I mean, the way he played in Hildesheim earlier this year against Michael Smith, that was an eye-opener. It was almost like the precursor to what has come since
60.
then. And I was practicing in the practice room in Hildesheim when Jan was playing against Michael Smith.
140.
Constantly looking at the monitor thinking, what's going on here? Jan Dekker might have found some form. Well, it wasn't a flash in the pan because he's shown this weekend that he can do this on a consistent basis.
Well, look, I've spoken to a number of
100,
darts players who
121.
played Jan, and they've talked about it being a frustrating experience. Not going to take this out in this visit, but doesn't
89.
need to, because he will look nothing special for large parts of the match, and then he will do something very special, and you find that he's level with you. He's just taken a lead.
140. Give
I
me a
think-
score 32.
Exact same thing happened to you when you played him earlier on this year in the UK Open qualifier.
Correct.
But if those special moments start becoming more regular, as they have been over the last week or so, then Jan Dekker is going to give himself opportunities to claim a first PDC title. But K.Huybrechts has just closed the gap again. He needs to find a break of throw from somewhere,
100.
and that probably means scoring 320 with your first 6 darts. Go 180, 140, or vice versa, and really give yourself those chances
100.
on the Dekker throw, because Dekker is not missing double.
He's looking to get himself to about 81 after 9 darts and really pile up pressure on Jan. Now, I've been looking at Jan's grip a lot in the last couple of days,
121.
and it might not look it, but if you look really close, very unconventional. He's only using 2 fingers.
134.
Thumb and index finger are only on the dart. Nothing else is touching it. Try that at home. It's very, very difficult. And that might be why there's a little
59.
scallop at the top of his dart, somewhere for him to put that thumb and have some stability.
131.
Well, Huybrechts has got himself down to a finish, but it's a big one. And that looks pretty good for Dekker. It looks very good for Dekker now. It's excellent from Dekker. What a time to fire in the first maximum. Leads 41, and Huybrechts might have to take the 136. It's not going to happen. And that means Dekker gets 2 darts at double, and that means Dekker wins the leg, doesn't it?
60.
Because that's
And you
what's
score
been happening.
41.
Add some pressure into the pot. You never know what might happen, but it's looking good. It's there.
To the 6th for Jan Dekker.
He's been
So they
perfect.
came to
He might have
the
missed a couple of doubles, but he's hit it in the visit.
It's just not giving up chances, Jan Dekker.
59.
He's played a lot of games to get to this point. He's not only taken out Alan Norris and James Wilson, he took out Brian de Hoek and Jeffrey de Swan, 2 of his countrymen
60.
in qualifying. So he's been playing since Thursday.
And we don't watch
80.
the qualifiers. We're not here. We're usually travelling to the event. We've got no idea how he played. We've got no idea if he was finishing in this manner all the way through from Thursday night. It doesn't matter. When it's really mattered up on the big
58.
stage, this is one of the biggest games of Jan Dekker's PDC career.
90.
It'll edge him closer towards the European Championships, which I know he will desperately want to play in. Not just because it's very close to home, it's just the country next door, but because he wants to start making a name for himself in the senior ranks
137.
in the PDC. Like you say, he's won titles wherever he's gone. Maybe now it's time to step it up a notch.
Well,
60.
it is a weekend of firsts for Jan Dekker, potentially at any rate, because it's the first time I've seen him average 108 in these opening
94.
round games against James Wilson. It is the first time he has ever got close to beating K.Huybrechts. They've played 3 times before. He's been beaten 5-0, 5-2 and 6-2. He's already got twice as many
140,
legs
And you go 152.
as any of those.
Fancied that, you know. All he had to do was look at his expression. He's thinking, I can hit this.
60.
Now, K.Huybrechts needs to hit this 64. He's already hit it once in the match, but he hit it a slightly different way. Double 4. Yeah, that's a big shot, you know. The last thing Kim needed was Dekker to steal that last leg, and it would have been last chance saloon for the Belgian. But now, it's a different game. Pressure's back on Dekker to hold and take it into a 9th leg.
60.
Well, it's been very, very efficient. It's not been fireworks. There's only really that incredible checkout of 148 from Jan Dekker.
100.
That has really sparked in this game. But it's been very efficient. Look at that. Every single leg, 14 or 15 darts, apart from that last one with K.Huybrechts going out in 18. And the crowd,
60.
It's not like we've had loads of 180s. We've just had the one. Kim needs to do something to get this crowd fired up, get himself fired up, and find a way to turn this match around. Because he hasn't got that aggression and that bounce which you usually see from K.Huybrechts when he's playing at his absolute best.
100.
And what's more, he is playing with longer points this week. I noticed that right from the get-go yesterday with his Max Hop match. They're just protruding from the board a little bit more.
45.
Often with Kim, you see his darts pretty much the barrel almost right up into the sisal, don't you?
Correct. I think just trying to get a little bit of extra room in the 60 with these slightly longer points. Oh, but there's a 180 from Dekker.
And for the second time in this game, we've seen a 180. Both of them have come from Dekker, both on his own throw, and both when he's been behind
58.
in the leg to take control once again. Important times to hit them. Jan Dekker is hitting the right shot at the right time, and he's doing it right the way through this weekend like that. 101.
And how effortless was that? It's like he didn't even look at double 16. He just knew where it was and he hit it. Impressive.
All the way the last
100.
couple of days have gone. Jan Dekker knows where every double on the dartboard is, because he's thrown his darts at them with absolute ease. An astonishing
100.
display of finishing this weekend from Double Dekker.
Well, if he does go on and win this match, he plays Peter Wright or Daryl Gurney. Mouth-watering stuff.
91.
And that certainly would be a clash of... It's going to be somebody there who is definitely going to outscore Jan Dekker. I mean, those two, it could be 180s all over the shop in that game, Wright v Gurney. But K.Huybrechts has that capability, and he's not thrown a single maximum, and he needs
100.
to find some. He needs to find some right now.
Absolutely right now, because he would like nothing more than a rematch with Peter Wright from the final that they had here a couple of years ago.
80.
Needless to say, Daryl Gurney wants to play against Jan Dekker, I'm saying. We'll find out next who that will be, but at this point in time, it's looking good for Huybrechts.
105.
Well, he's left the 170, Jan Dekker. K.Huybrechts is looking at 100 fewer than that. Double 16, it's his favourite double.
54.
He's unable to take it out, and Jan Dekker, he's already had a 170. He's had a 140, well, a 160 this weekend, I beg your pardon. Can't take out the 170, but... You're not going to bet against him taking that out if K.Huybrechts misses this double 8.
Uh-oh. Oh, what am I saying? Uh-oh for? Never in doubt, and a smirk from the Belgian to the crowd as if to say it was never in doubt. This is the leg now. If Huybrechts can break here, it could be different.
We have only had one break of throw in this match, and it took that incredible 148 checkout from Jan Dekker to get it, the break that he needed. Every single other leg has been a hold of throw, and just 28 from K.Huybrechts suggests that Jan Dekker is likely to get at least a match dart in this leg. And one dart is all he's needed for most of this weekend. Just 42 might open the door, though.
Look at the disgust on Double Dekker's face.
58.
Well, it's gone a bit scrappy in this leg. I'll tell you what, it's getting a bit nervy and edgy out there. And that's a good ton, an aggressive ton He's trying to bash them together. A little bit too much juice. He had to settle for 100.
100.
It was 202. This is how his mind will be ticking over. What have I got left? Oh, a lot left now.
71.
Once again, a 3 treble visit from Jan Dekker on his throw to just try and snuff out any possibility that K.Huybrechts could get the break back that he needs. Doesn't need to use 18 and bull here, because Kim is not on a finish, and Jan Dekker is going to get match darts. It's just a question of what he wants to hit.
56.
It's barely a question of whether he hits it, because he's been hitting them all weekend. Jan Dekker is 5 out of 7 on the double.
32.
This, for a second consecutive game, with almost flawless finishing. Jan Double Dekker cannot stop hitting the doubles, and he is into his first ever Euro Tour quarter-final. His first ever win against K.Huybrechts as a professional dart player. And Dekker will take on either the big scoring Northern Irishman Daryl Gurney or the UK Open champion and world number 3 Peter Snakebite Wright. And if he continues to finish in the manner that he is doing, then he is a threat to go all the way and win this Happy Bet European Darts Grand Prix in his first PDC title. Grab a quick couple of words with Jan, and then it's one of the games of the afternoon. Snakebite versus Super Chin.
I think it's the first time quarterfinal on European Tour.
Yeah, it's so good. No, the thing is, we have to. I have to go from home on the Wednesday afternoon, and I had to play the qualifier, and I almost lost, and then I won, and it's so hard because I won Friday, Saturday, and now I won my first one. So it's just keep fighting.
Yeah. Was it? You came here to Sindelfingen with which goal? Is it reaching the quarters, the last session, or reaching the Sunday? Do you set goals like that?
Just the thing for me is the first. If you want to play the qualifier, I have to get to the first round. And when you're in the first round, you're going for second. And so that's the thing you're thinking. So,
at the end, I was thinking, oh my goodness, the nerves are right with him when you had the match starts. Where I'm right?
I think when I took out the 148, that was for him maybe a little bit hard, but I'm through, so I'm just have to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's cool. See you later again, Jan. Enjoy quarterfinal in Sindelfingen. Jan Dekker, sein erstes Viertelfinale auf der European Tour, und er wird es dann zu tun bekommen mit dem